The assistant chef said that now she understands why Dwarf Duncan cannot call an Electoral Commission meeting. Because all the passport vendors' plates are full with international press on their backs. She said that the investigative reporting on the CBI program coming from reputable international media houses are giving them sleepless nights. The helper said that just how Dunce Mel has sleepless nights when Tomatay Skerrit refuses to take his medication. The assistant chef said the articles so far have confirmed that Dwarf Duncan, Slick Alick, Subsection Lennox and the other passport vendors are on borrowed time before the shit hit the fan really hard. She said they have flushed due diligence into the abyss of nonconformity. The helper said just how Spineless Le-Vile exceeded the threshold to be fired as to ag. The assistant chef said that Tomatay Skerrit's two biggest problems from these exposes are which international mainstream media will pick up the stories, and which international government will place further restrictions on Dominica because of the facilitation of international criminals by using our passports. The helper said that Molly de Donkey better move to her mother's house, because Tomatay Skerrit's jumbies are going to be riding him for a long time. Ma Boyd said some years ago to Old Speaka labeled de St. Alphonsus Presbytery vagrant aka bottom brain as a disgrace to the education profession. The Old Speaka said that at the time, Bottom Brain had just retired as a senior education officer and was very vocal on the radio. He tried to ruffle the pricky feathers of the Old Speaka. The helper said that the late Old Speaka hammered Bottom Brain just how she hammered her men. Flat to bedroom hostage submission. Ma Boyd said because de St. Alphonsus Presbytery vagrant is now walking around wearing worn-out red Laba t-shirts with an exercise book in his hand. Bottom Brain believes that he can attack and disrespect everyone for Laba. The gutturally groomed St. Alphonsus Presbytery vagrant went right to Miro to threaten Afro Josephine. She said that Afro Josephine was seating close to Medina's shop in Miro, and Bottom Brain said to her, "We will deal with you, you causing division. My raging dogs and fellas was ready to tear you off but you lucky your husband and your brother Dr. Dublin save you." The helper said to tell Bottom Brain to go on Toothache Dumlin's dentist chair to get a set of dentures, and shut his bouch dynamite. Ma Boyd said de St. Alphonsus Presbytery vagrant is the typical example of a Maltuave retiree. Bottom Brain took his gratuity to pay his bomb quetti, so now he has to get out of character to get his monthly cool-out. Imagine Bottom Brain cannot finish repair a house his dad left for him on Stebber Street in Pottersville. The helper said to tell Bottom Brain to shut his odor of irregular hygienic activities. Ma Boyd said sadly these are the creatures that Afro Josephine's brothers, Toothache Dumlin and Bus Driva Armbrues aka Howard the Duck associate with in Delaba Cabal. She said she is waiting to see if Toothache Dumlin and Bus Driva Armbrues will demand an apology from Bottom Brain. The helper said two things you will never see: Toothache Dumlin and Bus Driva Armbrues demanding an apology from Bottom Brain, and Whiteless stop Beck to Bus Driva's juicy grafted mango. The chef said day by day the Windsor Park Fate Stadium lighting fiasco and getting more interesting. She said she was informed and confirmed that PS Senior Whiteless, Senator Oscar R. DeCardbeard of the Windsor Park Fate Stadium are refusing to give Slowboat Watson the rest of his money. The helper said just how Tomatay Skerrit is refusing to pay Ma Dupigny her $36,000 for the rental of her building on Kennedy Avenue for adult education. The chef said that Slowboat Watson got the first phase of the $2.4 million contract for the stadium lighting. Slowboat Watson removed the two light towers towards the north of the stadium, and did all the electrical installation works for 6 light towers instead of the original 4. She said that Slowboat Watson received payments for his 2 first claims. Now he is under serious pressure that drove him to demorgapital because he is being owed over $1 million. And PS Senior Whiteless and Senator Oscar are refusing to pay. Slowboat Watson almost shit in his pants when his employees cornered him for their money at his temporary office at the stadium. The helper said not how calling Mick liar does corner Lil Willie Tony's bird and gives her honey. The chef said that Slowboat Watson doesn't know when he is going to get his money and who is get the second phase of the project. That is, the procurement and installation of the 6 towers and lights. She said she was informed and confirmed that a Canadian called Raz got the never bid contract to do the second phase. But she would like to ask PS Senior Whiteless, Senator Oscar and de Windsor Park's cardboard a few questions. Why is Slowboat Watson not being paid for his third claim and the rest of his money agreed in the signed contract? Was the second phase opened for tendering? How much is the estimated cost of the second phase? Who is Raz and what is his relationship with Mono Nanthan Sabin? The helper said that the kitchen is on the backs of those Windsor Park's crooks. Just how Rasta G's locks dry rot and fall from his head. Ma Boyd said she wants to know for which family member and 3 friends that Tomatay Skerrit paid for their accommodations at the Kenepseed Hotel, and still gave them US $15,000 spending cash.